Tonight on Cutting Edge.
Lolu nje uqingo loluhlukanisa iSwaziland neSouth Africa. Njoba ngibona nje ngimelana sengime South Africa, but mangijampa loqingo lolu sengiseSwazini.
South Africa. Mozambique.
Njoba ngedwa ucingo lolu ngiqhamuka endaweni yaseSwazini ngiya uPhongolo eNcutshana. Ngapha imfundo yakhona enconywana than ngale eSwazini.
La ekhaya sichashile siba u10 sonke siphume eSwatini. Into engenze ukuthi ngizofunda grade 11 ngapha ukuzofuna amathuba angcono.
Mandukwamkele mbukeli ka Cutting Edge ngokuhlwa nje ndizibhodisele kuwe ekhaya igama ngu-Ondela Mbana. South Africa's porous borders have sparked controversy and violence as influx of illegal immigrants strains public resources. Despite government initiatives to tighten controls, undocumented foreigners continue to find ways in utilizing facilities not budgeted for them. Tensions boil over in protests, clashes and demands for prioritization of citizens, raising questions about security, identity and the nation's ability to balance compassion with sovereignty. Mdidiyeli wale nkqubo uSiphiwe Linda usiphathela le ngxelo.
In South Africa, the influx of foreign nationals has become a contentious issue, sparking protests, unrest, and heated debates. Since the dawn of democracy, the country's borders have posed a persistent challenge, struggling to regulate the flow of people entering the country. This porousness has inadvertently created a seemingly open door, fueling the surge of newcomers and igniting tensions that now boil over into activism and confrontation. With approximately 2.4 million foreign nationals currently residing in South Africa, accounting for around 3.9% of the population, the issue is complex. King Misizulu Eswatini of KwaZulu-Natal recently sparked controversy by stating that South African women are contributing to the growing number of foreign nationals by giving birth to their children. But in the same breath, he urged for accommodation, saying the nation must find a way to coexist, just as they did by welcoming his Swati mother, Her Majesty Mantombi Zulu.
Hello. Have manners. I'm not a friend. Have manners when you are talking to me. I'm a South African and you are not a South African. I'm trying to teach you. In
KwaNongoma, activist Pakalum Takati has been cleaning up the town, demanding that foreign nationals produce permits to work or run businesses, as well as relevant documents proving their legal status in South Africa. Those without papers face eviction from the area.
Business permit.
I'm not talking about the business permit.
You have a business permit.
I'm not talking about the business
So
permit.
please don't waste my time.
A recent incident in Limpopo has shed light on a disturbing trend of medication smuggling. A bus crash on the N1 near Makado, bound for Zimbabwe, revealed boxes of antiretroviral drugs and other prescription medications allegedly stolen from South African public health facilities.
Cabinet calls on all foreign nationals to be well-mannered guests in South Africa and reminds everyone that it took a lot of effort to stop the recent unsavory treatment meted out against foreign nationals at local clinics.
In response to the complex issue of illegal immigration, South Africa's Minister of Home Affairs has launched technological initiatives to secure borders, deploying cameras and drones at key entry points like Beitbridge. Yet despite these efforts, many undocumented migrants continue to cross into the country through porous fences, accessing public facilities meant for citizens and straining resources. We approached an Eswatini national who says he recently returned from the burial of his father in his country of origin. After coming to South Africa, he waited for transport to take him to Mkondo. He says the fence exposes big differences in Eswatini and South Africa's constitutions and economies.
Lolu nje uqingo loluhlukanisa iSwaziland neSouth Africa. Njengoba ngibona nje ngimelana nasengime South Africa, but mangijampa lo qingo lolu sengiseswazini naka nje ekhaya khona lapha phezulu. Hey, inkulu kakhulu bafo, kakhulu nje amathuba emisebenzi siyasogola kakhulu njengoba ngibekise nje kulo maclinic akude awatholakali kalula njengoba ngikhuluma nje kunabantu abadala abagugile lokumele ngabe balanda treatment yabo baze bathumele thina bazukulu noma bathumele noma ngibani bathi noma umlandele Peter Diff noma umla eBedgrave noma eJejuba.
Ejejuba is the only hospital available in Pongolo.
Njengoba ubona nje seduze lemizi yonke lelelana isebenzisa imitholampilo yangapha ithenga nangapha amagrosari konke ithenga ngapha kanti isikole zifunda khona ngapha vela asikho esinye isikole sikude isikole sidana iduze kulesila ufuna sigibele esinye nasiya lapha phesheya njengoba usibuka lapha nasa sikole la sikhona khona nje la.
While March and March, led by Jacinta Ngobese Zuma, protested outside Addington Primary School in Durban over the alleged influx of foreign national learners, claiming they outnumbered South African learners.
In our 30-something years of democracy, we've opened up ourselves to everyone.
But learners from neighboring countries living adjacent to the border fence continue to travel daily from their countries of origin to attend schools in South Africa. We captured footage of a surprising number of learners from Mpandiso School in Pongolo making their way back home in Eswatini after school. Despite the presence of soldiers deployed to patrol the border fences and prevent illegal crossings, these daily journeys continue uninterrupted. But for Makunene's child, the gate remains shut. He was denied access due to late registration.
Ukhalile umphathi wathi sesidelayile ukufika ne amaphepha onke asacociwe bawayisa department sezemfundo so sengamele ukuthi abhalisele next day.
Why such an interest in South Africa?
Ngapha imfundo yakhona inconywana manje sinelithemba nje ukuthi vele incubekela phambili ngapha ikhona than ngale eSwazini.
Are the curriculums of South Africa and Eswatini even the same? How will he cope?
Ngale uqedile uform 5 ugrade 11 wangapha olukhuni ne lokusho ukuthi uform 5 umform 4 ngaleni so ufuna kule starter ngapha ka grade 10 uzazi ukwazi ukuchubeka kahle no grade 11 grade 12.
Makunene is adamant that the boy will be registered in October and he'll secure a class next year despite being sent back home.
sawubambelela until October kuze lokuphelako. Then ukuthi ahlale nje ekhaya impilo lende.
Umphathiswa wezimali u-Enoch Godongwana allocated billions for basic education, ezempilo and social grants kuhlahlo lwabiwo mali lwakhe lonyaka ka-2026 ngomhla we-25 kodwa nangona kunjalo ngenxa yoninzi lwabemi lwabazwe angaphandle, many of whom are undocumented, accessing these services, isn't this creating an unbudgeted burden on the system?
Mpindiso isn't the only school in Pongolo that enrolls Eswatini nationals. Almost every school does. They travel from Eswatini to the border fence. Cross over, catch a taxi, and head to school in South Africa. Locals even saw an opportunity to cash in on renting out accommodation to learners who live a distance from the border fence. Wanda Gina is one of the learners renting accommodation in South Africa. He's from Mbabane in Eswatini and started grade 11 this year.
La ekhaya sichashile sibawu 10 sonke siphume Eswatini sonke sekuzofunda sewukuthi asifundi ama-grade afanako. Abanye bakwa grade 11, abanye bakwa grade 12, abanye bakwa grade 8. Kodwa sibese siba u11 ngomnikazi wendlu. Into engenze ukuthi ngizofunda grade 11 ngapha ukuzofuna amathuba angcono.
Home away from home. For Wanda, residing here is better than crossing countries daily.
Bakhona abahlala ngale abeca njalo umngcele mabeze esikolweni after school bese babuyele eSwazini. Mina ngakubona unappropriate because bese ngisasithola kahle nesikhathi sokudadisha sokufunda nesokubhala imisebenzi yesikolo. Isikhathi esiningi usichitha emgwaqweni.
Will South Africa ever find a solution to the unbudgeted burden of people utilizing these border fences to cross illegally? As in some areas, the fences are literally a backyard fence for some homes. Making it difficult to control the flow of people. These Swati women selling on the streets are informal residents in South Africa, residing near the border fence in Mchololo, a community within the Pongolo municipality. Notably, Mchololo is also recognized as an informal crossing point on the South Africa-Eswatini border, adjacent to the Hoho region. For a better life in South Africa, some form relationships with local men, having children and creating a sense of belonging.
After
being impregnated, they access local healthcare services for prenatal care and delivery. They say they do face challenges at times. Even Swati learners benefit from South African healthcare systems.
Namhlanje bengayile esikoleni nje bengaphathekile kahle mengoenzeka isimo esifana nalesi ngigula ngiye esibhedlela eJejuba.
eJejuba yasizakala manje?
Ngiyasizakala.
Akubi nenkinga.
Azibiki inkinga.
Madlamini says she's permanently relocated to South Africa.
Mina nje sengihlala nezihlobo zami la South Africa, bafunda khona la South Africa.
Once her kids get South African citizenship, she'll finally breathe easy.
Ma-ID basengawathola abantwana esikolweni babanika inkinga kakhulu abantwana mabafunda without ama-IDs.
But not everyone wants South African citizenship. As long as they can still access the country's facilities, they're sorted. Some are dropped off by public transport at the border fence daily. They start by queuing up by the Eswatini soldier who's hiding behind that tree. It's alleged there's a fee involved to let them cross into South Africa. We couldn't verify these claims, but it's suspicious he's letting them cross the fence instead of directing them to the official crossing point. We approached a woman who was on her way to the local clinic to meet a family member who went for medical attention. She was waiting for the transport to fill up when she spoke to us.
Siyakubona weka nantu ucingo laphayana ulibhekisele.
Njoba ngeqwa ucingo lolu ngiqhamuka endaweni yaseSwazini. Ngiya uPhongolo eNcutshane. Ngiyohlola isihloko sami khona.
She says Eswatini's costs are high, so they cross over to South Africa.
Impilo esiphilako ayisiko kahle. Siyasokola impela. Noma ngabe ufuna ukuthenga impuphu, ufuna nje ukuthenga okunconywana ngoba lana kuhle kuba neyinkinga zokuthi kuyadula and imali ayikho. Yebo, imali encane oba nayo uyakhona ukuthenga ngale.
Mawuthi ngale ushe South Africa.
Yebo, South Africa. Siyakhona nje ukuthi uphile. Uyaphila.
She says there's no affordable basic education either.
Kuyenzeka nje ingane mangabe seziya high school uhluleke umzali. Yebo, yahluleka manje noma seziya evarsity bathi asiyibhadalele. Ngapha kunconywana bakhona NSFAS uyakhona uhulumeni ukubonelela.
Amasoja ansokolisa.
Awasokolisi kangaka kodwa ngolunye usuku ayasokolise.
Asokolisa ngokwenza njalo.
Ukuthi nje akubuze nje yonke into ubasathe kwenye inkathi akujikise.
Athi indaba mabekujikisa.
Athi asabe sophuma ebhoda. Kodwa nje bayavuma bona.
Nifika lana bese nenze njani ithola imoto.
Sithola imoto nazi nje. Zisibekele phansi bese ke ubheka la ubheka khona.
This taxi rank is used to transport Eswatini residents to various places on the South African side. Operators are profiting from this illegal cross-border activity, moving people daily without going through official border procedures. The standard transport fare is 45 Rand per passenger for a single trip.
A 25-kilometer concrete jersey barrier wall was recently built on the South Africa-Mozambique border near Manguzi. The project aimed to curb car theft, illegal crossings and other illicit activities taking place along the border fence. With similar projects planned between South Africa and our neighboring countries' borders, we're checking how effective the South Africa-Mozambique one has been.
The border between Manguse, also known as Kwangwanase in KwaZulu-Natal, and Mozambique is officially crossed at the Cozy Bay border post. The post is located about 20 kilometers from Manguse town. It's a key crossing point to Ponta do Ouro. A sign written in Portuguese reads "A Travessa Maputo," meaning the crossing to Maputo. The sign points to the transport route or taxi lane that heads towards Maputo. This is also where people exchange currencies coming from and going to Mozambique. And if you're heading this way, you probably pass the Pelendaba traffic circle, suitably named because it signals you reaching the end of KZN.
Usa South Africa, in Mozambique.
Oh,
Yeah.
Joba umila wena umiphakathi kwe-South Africa neMozambique.
Yeah.
Manje banivumela ukuthi nidlule nje kalula kanje.
Yebo, siyacela.
Just a few kilometers away from town, at the recent constructed border wall, a unique arrangement allows people to cross between South Africa and Mozambique without the necessary documents every Friday and Saturday. Locals have dubbed these days market days, suggesting a level of tolerance for trading and movement across the border. There's the South African National Defence Force monitoring the movement of this arrangement. But our source told us this is the perfect time for criminals and those who cross illegally to reside in South Africa. Questions are growing about the gaps between the Jersey walls. Were they built only to stop car smuggling? Even now, criminals are finding a way over, using ladders and ramps to haul vehicles across. This burnt-out shell tells the story, half in Mozambique, half in South Africa, stopped mid-smuggle and torched on the wall.
Akubona bodwa ubugebengu obukhona lokho bemoto. Kuningi nje okwenzakalayo la, kunempahla lezi ezithengwa ngale Mozambique ezingama-counterfeits. Kube nogwayi abasmaglisha abangene ngaphakathi abangavumelekile eSouth Africa. Nabantu kama-illegal immigrants hayi in and out kwi-borderline yethu ngoba i-border ngathi yethu hayi iyafana nocingo lwey'mbuzi.
Our sources allege what we've observed is just the tip of the iceberg. A 52-year-old Malawian man was recently arrested for human trafficking at a border post. Authorities suspect he regularly crossed with children. At the time of his arrest, he had 4 Malawian minors with him, allegedly being trafficked for exploitative labor, including farm work and sex work. All of this continues despite the physical barrier. In its latest report, the Border Management Authority says more than 2,000 illegal immigrants were stopped during Easter weekend operations. The BMA insists its resources are curbing the influx of foreigners into the country. But our investigations found a gap. While officials lock down the border gates, illegal immigrants are slipping through the fences. We contacted the BMA repeatedly for comment on these border fence crossings. At the time of broadcast, they had not granted us an interview.
The borders may have barriers, but the challenges remain. With the influx of foreign nationals posing an unbudgeted burden on South Africa's resources, illicit activities continue thriving in the border areas. Is the country equipped to handle the strain, or are we losing the battle on our own borders? Kukangako ke mbukeli besukuphathele kona ngokuhlwa kwanamhlanje uzukhumbule ukuba sikuphosile esisiqendusa ngokuhlwa nje ungafumana impinda ngolwesithathu ngecala emva kwentsimbi yesibini ku-SABC1 ku-SABC Plus ukanti siyafumaneka ke napha ku-SABC Lihigh ngolwezine ngentsimbi yethoba ngokuhlwa ukufumana esiza kuphathela kwinkqubo elandelayo ku-Cutting Edge ungaphulaphula ezinkqubo zikanomathotholo zilandelayo. Sikhona phaa kumhlobo wenene FM ku-apha naphaya, sikwakhona napha ku-True News at 6 ku-True FM. Siyafumaneka phaa kuzibuya nabazumi kwikwekwezi FM. Kum nabadidiyeli bale nkqubo busuku benzolo.